Hi, welcome. In this video, we'll solve problem meeting rooms asked by companies like Amazon and Google. Now let's check out one more problem on intervals. Okay, meeting rooms. This is one of the premium problem on Leetcode. Okay, so if you want to access it, there is one more website called Leetcode. That is Leetcode. You can simply write Leetcode and you can access this problem. If no, like we will provide the GitHub repo. In that repo, you can simply solve this problem. Okay, again, one of the most commonly asked problem in interviews. But we have solved so many questions, so now we can solve this problem very easily. Okay, so we have solved merge intervals, non-overlapping intervals. So this problem might look like very easy to you. Let's understand, quickly go through it. So given an array of meeting time intervals consisting of start and end time. So this is the start time and this is the end time, exactly same as our previous problems. Okay, determine if a person could attend all the meetings. So basically these intervals are the meeting intervals. Okay, and we need to tell if a person could attend all the meetings. So basically, how a person will attend all the meetings. So he will attend all the meetings only when there is no overlap, right? So let's see. The first meeting is from 0 to 30, maybe starting from here, going till here. Next problem is from 5 to 10. So next interval, that is from 5 to 10. So that means from here to here. Okay. And one is from 15 to 20. So it is from here to here. Okay. So there is an overlap in these two intervals. There is an overlap, and here also we have an overlap. That means if a person is attending the first meeting, he won't be able to attend the second and third meeting. And if they are attending second and third meeting, they won't be able to attend the first meeting. So that's why the output is false. Basically, a person won't be able to attend all the meetings. Now let's check out the next example here. We have one 5, 8 and we have one 9, 15. Okay, you can see there is no overlap between the two meetings. Okay, so yes, a person can attend both the meetings. So that's why the output is true. Clear? Okay, now let's see how we can solve this problem. Okay, again, this problem is now very easy. Let's see when we have some different intervals. So let's suppose we have one interval that is starting from 1 to 4, one interval that is starting from suppose 5 to 8. Okay, and one interval that is starting from 7 to 10. Okay, one is starting from 9 to 12, and let's see one interval we have here that is starting from 6 to 15. Okay, yeah. So now suppose these intervals, let me put inside an array randomly. Okay, so 1 comma 4, and then we have 5 comma 8, then 9 comma 12, and 7 comma 10, and 6 comma 15. So basically, if a person could be able to attend all the meetings, that means the meetings are not overlapped. So basically, the goal of this question, that what is the goal that I need to find, is there is an overlap or not. Okay, I just need to find if there is an overlap. Okay, and how we can find the overlapping condition, we already know that like here these two meetings are getting overlapped, right? Why there is an overlap? This much is an overlap here, right? And this is also an overlap. Okay, this is on also an overlap with this one and this one. Why? Because the ending time of one interval, right? Ending time of one of the interval is greater than the starting time. Okay, greater than the starting time. If I say that this is the case, can I say that this is the condition of an overlap? Right? So whenever the end time, right? Whenever the end time is greater than the start time, okay, that means there is an overlap. Okay. So basically we just need to find that when the end time is greater than the start time. But now suppose, okay, we will be provided intervals like in this way. Okay, right? So I want the intervals that is starting early, they should be aligned with them, like they should be at the first. Okay, So basically, suppose here I am getting 5,8, right? Okay. Basically 5,8 is an overlap with 7,10, right? But instead of this, I have put 9, 12 first, then 7,10, right? So basically now I need to check this one, right? And I will find out that there is an no overlap, right? Then I will check this one, is there is an overlap. So here there is one overlap, right? In 7 to 10, 9 to 12 and 7 to 10. So don't you think that we should sort them? Already we have discussed that we should sort them according to their starting time so that we will get a get an overlap condition. Basically, I just need to check the end time of the suppose I minus 1, okay? If the end time of I minus 1 is greater than the start time of ith interval, then there is an overlap, right? So what I will do? What I will do? I will sort them according to their starting time. Exactly like the previous question we have solved, right? We basically solved them according to their starting time so that we can simply find out then there is an overlap or not, right? So if I sort this, right, this interval, suppose these are intervals. If I sort them, what will be my array? New array after sorting. So 1 comma 4 will come first. Then which is starting first? 5 comma 8 will come first. Then which will start first? 6 comma 15 will come first then. Okay. Then 7 comma 10, and then I will get 9 comma 12. Okay. Now once I have sorted them, now I can easily find if there is an overlap or not. Like here between these two intervals, I can easily say that there is no overlap. Okay. No overlap. Here between these two intervals, 5 to 8 and 6 to 15, can I say there is an overlap? Yes, because ending time is greater than the starting time. So yes, 5 to 8 and 6 to 10, there is an overlap condition. Okay. Now 6:15 to 7:10, is there is an overlap? So yes, I can say the end time is greater than the start time, right? 15 is greater than the 7 to 10. So yes, that's an overlap condition. 7 to 10 and 9 to 12. Can I say that there is an overlap condition? Yes, there is an overlap condition. And whenever, like here, I just need to return true and false. Whenever I am getting a first overlap condition, I will simply return false. Okay, that the person won't be able to attend all the meetings. Right? Simple. So basically, whenever I am getting an overlap condition, I will simply return false. And if there is no overlap if there is no overlap, I will simply return true. Okay. So yeah, this will be our approach. The only thing that we need to understand that how to find an overlap, that is whenever end time is greater than the start time. Okay. Here, just keep one thing in mind. In the previous question, we get to know that 1 comma 3 and 3 comma 5 is an overlap or not. So they have not mentioned that, like they have not mentioned that 1 comma 3 and 3 comma 5 won't be considered as a not overlap, right? In one of the question they have specifically mentioned that, note that 1 comma 3 and 3 comma 5 are two different intervals, but they have not specifically mentioned. So we will consider this as an overlap, right? So that's why I have put in greater than, and time should be strictly greater than, even not equals to. Okay. So this will considered as an overlap. Okay. And yeah, so that's why we are not considering. Always remember only the one thing, that whenever end time is greater than the start time, I will simply that's an overlap condition. Okay. So what will be the pseudo code of it? If I write the pseudo code, wait, what will be the pseudo code? Basically, what will be my first thing, that I will sort the intervals. So I will sort the intervals according to their start time. So I will simply say start time. Okay. So here I am sorting according to their start time. Once I have sorted it, okay, what I will do, I will simply run a loop, suppose from I equals to 1 to n intervals dot length. Okay. And now I have two intervals, right? Why I am starting with 1, not 0? Because basically how I will compare between these two, right? So my ith pointer will be here, right? It will compare with the I minus 1 interval. So I just need to compare with the I minus 1. Okay, that is 0. So that's why I'm starting with the I equals to 1. Okay. So what I will do, I will simply write one thing that if the interval I minus 1 comma 0, that means comma 1, I guess, ending time, if ending time is greater than the interval ith starting time, all right, this is the condition, then what I will do, I will simply return false. Okay, and after this for loop, what I will do, I will simply return true. Suppose if I am not able to find any overlapping condition, I will simply return true in this case, right? Yeah, this will be the code of it. And what will the time complexity? So here I am sorting, so the time complexity will be big O of n log n here in this case, and here it will be big O of n, right? Because it will run from n minus 1 times. Okay, so that overall time complexity of this code will be max of the big O of n log n and big O of n. So the max is big O of n log n, so the overall time complexity will be big O of n log n. So yeah, this will be the time complexity. What about the space complexity? Are you taking any extra space? No, we are not taking any extra space. So the space complexity will be big O of 1. Yes. So this will be the time and space complexity of this approach. And yeah, this is how you have solved one question, meeting rooms. Okay. Again, one of the most common problems. It is asked in even mentor interviews. Also, it is asked in Airbnb. So I want you to please try and solve it. In the next video, I will give you a complete code implementation of this problem. So please check out the next.